Hello everyone and welcome to your Monday afternoon class with me, April. I hope you're all doing well this week and had a lovely week. Today we've got another full body 30-minute class for you. Doesn't matter what level of Pilates you're at or what fitness level you're at. It is suitable for everyone. It is fabulous for keeping your posture perfect, your spine aligned and your joints nice and healthy and your muscles supple. So all you need is a mat or a rug or a throw if you haven't got a mat, and then a cushion and then some space, and then just 30 minutes of no distractions and just relaxing. Don't forget, if you need to go at any point, this video will always be saved to the page and you can come back to it anytime you want, or I sort of devise it so you can do it in small pieces here and there, just 10 minutes a day. What I will say is if you have any pre-existing injuries, then please go really careful with some of the exercises. If you feel any pain at any point, then you do need to stop and just rest and relax, and never push your body to the point of pure pain. A little bit of discomfort may be normal, especially when working with some of the abdominal muscles, but on the whole you should feel this is a positive rather than you're hurting yourself. So please bear that in mind. Wonderful. Let's start laying on our backs. Before we do, we're going to have the feet hip width apart, so the ankles in line with the knees, spine tall, hands underneath, and then drop the shoulders, nod, and then you're going to just round through and just round and relax that spine, and then lift up, and then again nod and tuck under. And restack, and then again nod and round through. So this, when you allow your spine to curl, you're relaxing and releasing all the tension out of your back. And come up. And one more time, nod and round and tuck under. And then you're gently going to hug the knees in and then rock side to side. So relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Relaxing the toes and the feet. And then release. And then just take the hands on top of the knees. And we're going to hug the knees in towards the chest. Inhale. And then exhale, push them away. And then inhale in. Exhale, extend. Inhale. And extend. And inhale. And extend. Inhale. And extend out. And we'll do 3, 2, and 1. Good. And now hug the knees in and then just circle the knees around. So you'll bring them all the way in, glutes coming off the floor, and then stretching them around. And then the other way. And release. Good. Cross one ankle over the other, doesn't matter which. Place feet onto the floor and push the knees away, and then walk one ankle away and drop the shoulders. Allow the hips and the legs to relax. And then come up, cross one ankle over the other, knees out, drop the shoulders. then in, feet nice and wide, and then rock both knees over to one side of the mat. Allow everything to open up. Just keep it going. I'm just going to move my mat slightly. And 3, 2, and 1. Good. So now, just by doing that 5-minute routine, you can do this at the start of every day. That's why I always like to start with a nice warm-up. So you can come back to this video, press play, and join in for the first 6 minutes, and that will just help to relax your body from head to toe. We've stretched out our shoulders, we've stretched out our back, our spine, our hips and our knees, and they're the main kind of target areas that we need to focus on to help our body be nice and balanced, because they're the most areas that get a lot of tension. So I always recommend you doing this just the first few minutes of your day. It feels so nice, and your body will feel a massive difference within a week or 2. So now let's move on to our sort of core strengthening, core strengthening part of the class. So you want to have your feet together, your heels out, and then your toes forward, and then just keep that lower back sort of not pressed into the mat, but not overarched as well. So like 50-50 between the two. And keep the knees, the hips, and the feet really, really still. And you're going to just move your head pillow out of the way and have your arms nice and wide. Drop your shoulders away from the ears. And then you're going to nod your chin towards your chest and then squeeze up. And then lower. And again, nod and lift. And lower. And again, nod and lift. And lower. And this is just a simple curl up, which will really help you strengthen your core and warm you up. And lower down. Good. And again. And lower. And let's do 3. 2. And 1. Nod and left. And release, and then stretch the body out nice and long. And relax. Good. Now, keeping the legs out nice and long, take your head pillow back. So you would have felt that at the top of the abdominals. Now we're working into the lower part of the abdominals. And take your hands underneath the lower back, and you're going to lift the legs up long. So whilst we do this, I'm going to talk you through your lower abdominal area, because I know it is a question I often get asked. Whilst I talk through this, you're going to inhale and exhale, take one leg down and lift it up, and then switch. So the lower part of the abdominal, I know, is a massive problem area for people if they don't like their lower belly. But unfortunately, doing a lot of sit-ups and core work doesn't always shrink your belly and won't get rid of that sort of lower belly pooch, because you need to focus on your diet and your cardiovascular exercise too. So if you're thinking that doing Pilates will help tone you up, it will eventually, as long as you're following a good diet, healthy diet, you're in a calorie deficit, and you're doing a lot of walking, that will definitely help. Let's do one more. And release and relax. So don't be put off. It is definitely still a positive if you're doing core exercises, because you are working your entire sort of abdominal area and strengthening it. But yeah, if you're looking to do it to lose weight, unfortunately, It's just not kind of viable really. You do need to have your diet and your walking and then your Pilates all nicely balanced. Take a nice long stretch. Okay, and bring the feet back up. Take this head block back. So it's important to, I always try to balance out the core work, the abdominal area. And we've done the upper part, done the lower part. Now we're going to work into the sides here, which help sort of strengthen up the waist. So take one hand underneath the other, and then place thumbs where the forehead meets the neck. You're going to lift up, and then you're going to just tilt. So you imagine you're trying to get your elbow to your hip. And we're just going to keep going. So the legs stay nice and still. It's just the upper body that moves. Good. Let's do 4. So just squeezing around. 3, 2, and 1. Good. And release. And then if you want, just rock the hips side to side. And when you do that, allow the sides to come off the mat. And then you're stretching and opening that area we've just worked. And one more time each side. Good. And now let's do the final core exercise. Work the actual core, deep core. Gymnasts use this exercise to help them gain a lot of strength in their tummies. We're going to do the same. So you want your elbows in line with your shoulders and relaxing your neck, hands to the floor. You're going to tuck the pelvis in slightly and then lift the up. And you're going to inhale and exhale, extend one leg long. Now it's up to you. You can just do one leg at a time, or if you think you can, extend both legs. And see how you go. So one first, then the other, then both in. But alternate which leg goes first, just so your body's even. And exhale as the legs go out. Let's do 4 more. 4. So keep the neck nice and relaxed. Shoulders have to be in line with the elbows. And that's one. And hug the knees in, roll down, and rock side to side. And then roll over onto the right side. And then lift yourself up. And then walk the knees back. Wrists in line with the shoulders, knees in line with the hips. Relax. And then nod your chin and round through. And then uncurl. So take your time with this one. It's a really nice one to let your spine relax. And we'll do 3, 2, 1. And release. Elbows down to the floor, bring the hips back, stretch forward. Keep the spine long and arms long. and then lift up. Good. Okay, now just take the left arm forward slightly, and the right arm is going to reach up here, and then stretch the left arm forward. The right hand comes through. Now leave the left hand there, and we're going to squeeze up and reach, and then bring it back. And this is really nice for opening up the body. Good. And we'll do 2. Really reach, lift, and last one. And relax. Good. Other side. So I always start this one with wrist in line with shoulders, knees in line with hips, because it's just a good sort of setup. But then when I do my first one, I bring my hand further forward. So lift that left arm, and then thread it through. Bring that arm, right arm forward, thread it through, and then again lift, and thread through, and reach, and thread through. Reach it up, and thread through, reach, and thread through, lift, and thread, and 2 more, squeeze, and come in, and lift, and come in. Good. And now elbows down to the floor, bring the hips back and stretch forward. And then gently lift up. You can sit onto your heels or your knees, right hand behind, left hand on right knee, and twist. So it's important to always stretch out the sides of the body, because your spine is very, very important part of your body. And when you do exercise like this, you stretch all the muscles around the spine, which can get tight and of course can lead to back pain. Good. Now come to lay flat onto the floor. Just gently come down. So what I always like to do is take one hand on top of the other, and then just rock the hips side to side. You can do it quite vigorously. That just helps to massage all the hips. And then bring the feet forward, toes out, heels out, forehead down, drop the shoulders, and here we go. You're going to inhale and just press the palms into the mat, squeeze up, just hold it there, and lower. And again, inhale, exhale, lift, and lower. Inhale, exhale, lift, and lower. Okay, so you can keep with that exercise, or you can make this harder by you lift up, take the right hand off, left hand off, straighten the arms forward, bring the hand back, and lower. And again, inhale, lift, one arm, 2 arms, stretch, stretch, and come in and lower. Just very quickly, if you feel any lower back pain and it feels really, really sore, stiff, just you don't feel like it's a positive, then please don't move your hands forward and just hover your hands off the floor. Here we go. Squeeze up, lift, extend, bring it in, and lower. And again, lift up. Hands, stretch forwards. Bring in and lower. 2 more, squeeze. Lift and lift. Bring it in and lower. And lift and lift. Stretch. Come in and lower. Well done. Push up. Bring the knees together. Hands forward. Bring the hips back. And stretch off. And just take a deep breath in. And breathe out, come up. Good. Take the hands in front of the chest. Drop the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, stretch forward. And then come in. Inhale, nod. Exhale, come forward. And in, and again. Inhale, nod, and come forward. And come in. Good. Okay, come back down to all fours. And now knees in line with the hips, wrists in line with the shoulders. We're going to nod the chin towards the chest, but this time walk the hands as close to the knees as you can and push around through. And then uncurl, take the hands back. One more time like that, nod round. Bring the hands. And relax. Good, bring the hips down. And then stretch the legs out forward. And now we're going to just work on the core strength and strengthen up our quads, which is the muscles in the thighs. They are large muscle groups, so they do take quite a lot of effort to train them. But try and sit up as tall as you can and drop the shoulders away from the ears. Keep the spine long. Try not to round through. Keep it nice and tall. If you feel any lower back pain, it could be that you're pushing your chest forward too much, so make sure you're in alignment. So what we're going to do is take one hand to the top of the other and then lift one leg and lower it and the other. And you'll feel the tension in the quadriceps there. Just squeezing up and down. Good, and let's do 4. You should be feeling it now. 3, try and keep that spine tall. 2 and 1. Good, and then take the soles of the feet together, hands over the toes. Inhale, exhale, push the knees out. And then bring the knees up, curl through the spine. Inhale, exhale. And then lift up. And take the left leg long. Right foot goes over the left knee, left hand over, left elbow over that right knee, right hand behind, and just twist. Feel that stretch within the hips. If you get sciatica, this is a very good exercise to do because you're stretching. And relax, and other side, left over, left hand behind, and push. Drop that left shoulder down. And release. Good. Okay, quick flexibility test. Come and lay down onto the mat. First of all, just hug the knees in and hold it here. If you get any lower back pain, I know I always do this, but holding your knees in towards your chest is such a great way to relax them off. Take the left leg long and the right foot, just gently point the right toe and try and lift that leg up towards the ceiling as straight as you can. And then just circle. So you're going to feel it in your hips and feel it in your core. When you're taking that right leg out to the side, try not to let the left hip come off the mat. Keep everything strong. And then other side. And then release. And then you're going to try and take the left hand and the right foot together and then push the knee out to the side. So you're like holding your foot and pushing the right knee down and feeling that stretch from the right knee to the right hip. And release. And then left leg, lift it up. And then circle. Take your time. You never have to rush a Pilates exercise. And then the other way. And release. And then take right hand over the left foot, push the left knee out, drop shoulders and release. And relax. Good. And now have the feet hip width apart. And now push your lower back into the mat, so it's almost like your glutes are coming off the floor. And feel that stretch in the lumbar spine. And then push down and release. And then tuck under. And push down. And then tuck under. And then release. And now just take a lovely long body stretch. Push through the heels so the ankles come off the floor. Take the right hand to the left wrist. Stretch everything. And then release, left over right. And release. Bring the hands down by your sides. Just allow some deep breaths in and out. Then take a deep breath in, stretch. Nod your chin, lift up. Stretch your fingertips out to the side. Nice long arms, long spine. Inhale. And exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale, lower. And then inhale. And exhale, lower. And thank you all very much for joining me today. I hope you've all enjoyed it. Remember, you can come back to this at any time and practice as much as you can. I'll see you all next Monday and have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.